Hello friends, my name is Bilal Khan and today I'm going to be answering a question that whether you should learn Rust as your first programming language or not. So this is a question that is normally asked by many new beginners who are starting their journey in the software development, but they don't have any idea that whether we should learn Rust or any kind of programming language that is present in the marketplace. So this is the video that I'm going to be making for these kind of people. Plus I will also be presenting some kind of scenarios so that you can better understand that which language is suitable for you. And in this video I will try my best to be unbiased so that I can show you and guide you properly that which language is best fit for you, and so that you can pursue a career in it or solve your problem that you are dealing with, right? So let's get into it. So the first point that you need to keep in mind while learning any kind of programming language is to define your why. That why you are learning this programming language. Whether you want to learn this programming language for your career or you want to get a job in it, or whether you want to learn this kind of programming language for any kind of use cases or the problems that you are facing with and you want to solve this problem. And that problem could be relevant to automation, could be relevant to backend services, could be relevant to web development, mobile application development, or robotics, embedded systems. There are multiple use cases through which you can decide that which problem that you are facing and why you need to learn this programming language, or why you need to solve this problem so that you can understand that which language is suitable for it, right? So this is the thing that you need to keep in mind. First of all, define your why, and once you define your why, then it will be really easy for you in order to choose that which language is specific for that kind of use case, right? So let's give in a scenario of this. So let's say if you have multiple whys, let's say if you have these kind of whys, and if you have less reasons of quitting, right? So you have more reasons to join this, or if you have more reasons to continue this and you have less reasons to quit this programming language, then of course you need to pursue this and you need to go through this programming language. But let's say if you have less reasons of why and you have more reasons to quit, then of course you have to quit this programming language and pursue a programming language that has more reasons of why or more reasons of pursuing, right? So keep this in mind. If there are more uses or more use cases that you want to solve for it, then of course you need to go for it. But if there are more reasons for quitting this programming language, then of course you need to quit this programming language and go for another programming language. So yeah, this is the point that you need to keep in mind while learning any kind of programming language. First of all, define your why, and after that you need to define multiple whys or multiple good points of that programming language, that whether this programming language is solving these kind of these problems, and if they are solving multiple problems of mine, then of course I will be going through this programming language. But if they are not solving my specific problems, then definitely I will quit this programming language and move to another programming language, right? So yeah, now the second point that you need to keep in mind while choosing any kind of programming language is to first of all take a look at the use cases of it, right? So there could be multiple use cases, right? I have defined earlier that whether you are learning for any kind of problem that you are facing, that could be relevant to automation, that could be relevant to backend services or mobile app development, or you want to learn this programming language for the career, right? So let's take a look at them one by one. But first of all, I want to tell you that if you are learning any kind of programming language, let's say if you are doing for the automation, then I would recommend you to not learn Rust. Instead, pick a programming language that is Python, because it is well established and it will help you to solve the automation problem easily as compared to Rust, right? But let's say if you want to learn the programming language for let's say web development, then I would recommend you to learn JavaScript, because it is well established in order to solve this problem for you. And let's say if you are learning the programming language for let's say mobile application development, then I would recommend you to choose Kotlin or Java, because they are well established in order to give you multiple features and tools to make this mobile application development, right? So yeah, these are multiple use cases through which you can choose that which programming language is suitable for you. On the Rust side, I will say that Rust is mostly suitable for embedded systems, for low level programming, for robotics, and multiple other use cases that they are trying to solve, but still they are not mature. although you can work with backend services in Rust also, but there are like mature languages also like Go that can easily help you to develop the backend services, but Rust is also trying to solve this problem with the help of multiple frameworks like Actix, like Rocket or Axum. There are multiple frameworks through which the Rust is also trying to solve this problem, but it depends upon your use case, that which language you want to choose for your use case, and whether you want you are passionate about this language, or whether you are solving it for your use case specifically, right? And there is another kind of scenario also through which you can decide that whether you want to choose any kind of programming language, and that scenario is the career path, whether you want to get a job in it or not, right? So for getting a job, I will recommend you two kind of steps. So the first step that you need to keep in mind is to first of all attend the meetings and get into the networking, or attend the social media networks, or join the Slack channels or Discord server, get into the community, that whether the community is helping you or not. So if the community is helping you, it means that that community language or the programming language that you are using, you can easily pursue that, right? Let's say if you don't have any idea that which language to learn first, then the community part is really important to join, because it will help you to understand the programming languages, and it will help you to guide properly in one way, because you are bombarded with a lot of programming languages. So I would recommend you to choose any kind of community that is helpful for you, so that you can pick a specific path, and once you pick a specific path, then it will be helpful for you to go further in it, and at the end you will get a job in it also, right? So this is the first scenario. Now the second scenario that I also want to mention is that pick up a language that has a lot of groups and community members, right? So let's say if you pick a Rust programming language, let's say there are less communities as compared to the JavaScript, because the JavaScript has a lot of communities that are present offline and online. So if you join those communities, maybe you will get into the better communities, and they will help you a lot. But it depends upon that which community is helping you, and whether you want to go for that journey or not. If you are passionate about it, then obviously you will find a communities that will help you to go into this path. But if you are not passionate about this kind of programming language, then even if you find the kind of community, it will not be helpful for you, because you are not passionate about it internally. So choose a path, first of all define your why, and after that get into the community, and it will be helpful to you to learn the things in a proper way, because the mentorship will be provided to you, the real life scenarios will be provided to you, and as a result it will be helpful for you to get into it and go further in it, right? And once you go further in it, it will be also helpful for you to get a career path in it. So yeah, but in my case, let me give you an example of it. I chose programming language that was Go, but after giving so much time to it, like after giving 2 or 3 years, I finally realized that there are so many communities, but what I have noticed based on my case, there were not so much helpful, right? It could be different for many people, but I didn't notice like help in my case, that the community was not helpful for me in the Go community. But when I chose Rust, I found so many amazing communities, and they were really helpful. So I chose this path because the Go programming language I wanted to learn, but the community path was something extra to me that helped me a lot. And yeah, I became more motivated to go into this path and get help from it. But I accept that Go is not easy programming language. Even if you are choosing as your first programming language, it will not be easy as compared to other programming language like Go or Python. But if the community is helpful, if they are helping you in the journey, then definitely if it will be helpful for you. And if you read books and documentation, definitely it will be helpful. And this is the point that you need to keep in mind. There are multiple like questions about it, that the Rust syntax is hard. There are multiple principles of borrowing, like ownership. These are some kind of concepts that are hard to grasp, but I accept that these things are hard. But the Rust community is growing, and they are like solving this kind of problem in order to best deliver you this language in a better way, so that you can understand it. So yeah, I hope that I made this question answer delivered to you, and I made you understand that which language you should learn first. So don't pressurize yourself just for one language, or just because the language is trending. Choose a language that is solving your problem, or that you want to get into it for your career or for your use case, right? Don't pick a language that is just trending, right? So I hope you like this video. If you liked it, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, then ask those questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer all of them. So till then, goodbye.